The cost of living is going up, and economists in Canada say we will see prices rise because of the tariff war with the United States. But how much will some products we buy really increase? To tell us more, let's bring in Ritesh Kotak, cybersecurity and tech analyst. Hi there, Ritesh.
Hello.
Let's talk iPhones. Could they really cost $3,500 given the tariffs?
So a lot of people believe that if today you had to start producing iPhones in the United States, that it would cost consumers about $3,500 to purchase an iPhone. So it is clear that when it comes to manufacturing, there is a competitive advantage for certain countries. And if you want to start shifting that production over, it is going to cost. And yes, people are predicting $3,500 for iPhones if they were forced to start producing them today in the United States.
Okay, Ritesh, do you think this would impact costs in Canada?
I do believe that it is going to impact costs. And the reason for that is if component parts all of a sudden, no matter where in the world they are, we have to remember that the global supply chain is a global supply chain. Just because you have a battery or a casing doesn't mean it's not using minerals or materials from all over the world. So when you start adding in tariffs, when you start adding in uncertainty, it will naturally increase the price. Another component of this is that a lot of these products are bought in US dollars as well. So the currency fluctuation would add to it. So at the end of the day, yeah, it would impact prices in Canada, most likely increasing prices for the end consumer.
It's been pretty quiet on this front. What's happening with TikTok? Will it be banned or will a deal happen?
So if you had asked me about a week ago, I would have suggested that I believe that a deal is on the horizon. President Trump had that executive order allowing TikTok to figure out a way to divest and essentially create a TikTok America. He further extended that the situation for TikTok to make a deal to the end of or to the middle of June. But it's important to understand that TikTok is owned by ByteDance, which is a Beijing-based company. And it'll be interesting to see with this escalation that's been happening when it comes to the geopolitics here, is there a possibility that they say, sorry, we're just not going to make this deal? And we saw what happened back in January for 24 hours when TikTok was shut down out of the United States. A lot of people couldn't access it. Small businesses weren't able to leverage the platform. Content creators were wondering like what comes next, and it did have an impact. So this is going to be a very interesting situation to watch.
You gave us plenty to think about. As always, thanks so much for your time today, Ritesh.
Thank you so much for having me.
Ritesh Kotak was our guest, and to see more of our Tech Talk segments, don't forget, head to our website, ctvnewsnorthernontario.ca.